Hey guys, Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. I hope you guys are enjoying the recipes I've been sharing with you all. Today, what I have in front of you here, we're going to be making coconut bake. It's pretty much a flatbread that's traditionally made down in the Caribbean using a whole bunch of fresh ingredients such as grated coconut and coconut milk and whatnot. Certainly, I don't have those fresh ingredients available to me, so I kind of did my own thing with some canned coconut milk as well as some grated coconut that I purchased at the grocery store. Nonetheless, a wonderful, I can't tell you guys how wonderful this kitchen smells right now. It smells like a bakery in here. But so guys, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make this coconut bake. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, show me some love, give it a thumbs up, and certainly leave your comments below. Remember, if you're looking for the full recipe for this coconut bake, check out CaribbeanPot.com. Hey guys, here are the ingredients for the coconut bake. In this bowl here, I've got 4.5 cups of all-purpose flour. To that, we're going to be adding some coconut milk. I've got 1 can of coconut milk here, but the recipe calls for 1 cup of coconut milk. In the bowl here, I've got 1 tablespoon of brown sugar as well as 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Here I've got 1/4 of a cup of desiccated coconut. Obviously, if you can't get the fresh stuff as well as the coconut milk, feel free to use that. The end product will be much better. But again, I can't get it where I'm at, so I'm using desiccated coconut, 1/4 of a cup. I've got some fast acting yeast. I'm going to use maybe about 2 teaspoons of this, as well as, and I just love the texture I get when I used shortening. So I've got 1/4 of a cup of shortening here. Traditionally, you may use butter instead of shortening, but I've also seen my mom go half shortening, half butter for sort of a combination. I'm going to put all of these ingredients here into the food processor simply because I'm no good at making dough and I'm a bit lazy as well too. But those are the ingredients here. We're going to put this together in the food processor and we'll continue from there. In the food processor here, I've got basically all the dry ingredients except the shredded coconut. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pulse this until I get like little beads of flour. And then to that, we're going to add the coconut milk and make the actual dough. I've got the dough blade on my food processor here. You can certainly do this by hand if you so desire. But hey, I'm using my food processor. So again, I have the flour, the sugar, salt, and yeast, as well as the vegetable shortening, and I'm going to pulse this for a few minutes. I've pulsed this for a couple of minutes now, and now it looks like fine crumbs. So what I'm going to do is add the shredded coconut to it and give it a good pulse again, after which we're going to start adding the liquid, which is the coconut milk. But you want to warm that coconut milk up a little bit first, anywhere from lukewarm, maybe a little bit more warm than lukewarm. But stick it in the microwave, warm it up for a little bit, and add it to this, and then we're going to make the actual dough. I've worked it now in the food processor for about 4 or 5 minutes, and this is what it ended up with. Now, I have it here on a flour dusted surface, and I'm just going to knead it a bit more by hand. Remember to dust the hand with flour as well, just to get a smooth overall dough. Hey guys, so what I've done now, I've worked that dough ball for another couple of minutes on a flour dusted surface here. It's nice and smooth. What we're going to do next now is divide this into 2 pieces, after which we're going to roll them out using a rolling pin to form as circles, but as best as you can, maybe about 8 inches or so in diameter. So what I've done, guys, I've separated the dough into 2 pieces, and as you can see over here, I have one as a dough ball, and then I'm showing you guys here now how I rolled it out. Again, dusting your rolling pin with flour on a floured surface, and we've got, I brought out the tape measure, it's about 8 inches in diameter. And if I was to go this way, it's going to be anywhere from about 3/4 of an inch to an inch thickness. So I have the 2 coconut bake's all shaped out here, the dough. All I did was, and I'm hoping you can see this, I pricked it with a fork. Just add a little bit of contrast to the flat surface. I'm going to cover this with some plastic wrap and allow it to rest for about 20 to 25 minutes. After which, we're going to start the baking process. I had the rolled out dough, the bake formation here, resting for about 20 to 25 minutes. And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna put it into a preheated 400-degree Fahrenheit oven and allow that to bake until basically it gets golden brown. It's gonna take anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. And that's about it, guys. I forgot to mention earlier when I had the flour, all the dry ingredients, and I added the coconut milk to the food processor when I was kneading the dough. If you all recall, I said we needed 1 cup of coconut milk. Now, depending on, I guess, the type of flour you're using, you may need a little bit more liquid to get a nice, soft, round forming dough. What you may have to do is add some warm water to it. Again, in my case, I think I added about, maybe about 1/4 cup more of water to the kneading process. So I just wanted you guys to know that you may have to add some additional liquid when kneading the dough. So this is going to go into the oven now for 15 to 20 minutes, 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and it should be good to go. The coconut bake is all done now, guys. It's been in the oven for roughly 22 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You can certainly allow it to go a bit darker if you want a sort of a more of a hard crust on there. But this is it. I hope you guys give it a try. You want to serve this immediately while it's still warm with some plain old butter. It's amazing.